are you? My name is Talia Mares. I'm a Edge Strategy Manager for Meta. This is my colleague, Patrick Mathis. So between the two of us, we take care of the North America market that includes US and Canada. So thank you so much for keeping, so late in the afternoon. It's my first time presenting at NANOC. I used to take care of the Latin American market. So I used to present there many times. I think it's the first time presenting in English, actually. So keep up with me. We will present a very important subject for us. That is basically the connectivity with a long tail. Okay, so this is the agenda. The main subject that we are going to share is an update on our internet exchange policy. We are going to share also why the long tail is so important for us. Even though our policy has changed, our main objective to connectivity hasn't changed, so our peering policy remains. Also, we will share how this impacts small networks and how you can take action and how we can maintain connectivity between Meta's network and yours. So, main subject is we are moving away from route server peering, but that doesn't mean that we have changed our main peering policy. So we keep our commitment to connect to all different types of networks, small, medium, large, and of course the long tail is the main important ones that we connect through internet exchanges. So today, basically, what we want you to get from this presentation is that we want to reaffirm our mission to connect people through all our internet exchange connectivity and also private peering connectivity. We want to explain to you how we are enabling bilateral peering through IXs, how we automate all the process, and Patrick, my colleague, will talk about more about that. And of course, our strategy remains the same to support the open internet. And that's basically what we want to share with you, and we hope that you get that clarity after this presentation. So first, about us, right? Meta, why it's important for us, and internet exchange connectivity. We want to have bilateral peerings with one-on-one connections with all the networks. We want to secure, scalable, and well-managed peering. That's what we are moving to bilats. We want to also maximize the value for us and for your networks. And this is very important for us where we connect. So mostly, I think we connect with most of your networks already, so you will know we have two different ASNs. One is the 32934, where we connect where we have a main POP, and we have the 63293, where we connect when we have a multi-pair MNA. That is basically an MNA that we deploy for having multiple sessions in IX. We always target to have two internet exchange per metro. In some markets, we will try, when there is only one, we try to work with the ecosystem to develop a new one. And in the places that we have two or more, we try to consolidate the amount of internet exchange connections that we have. What we are looking for internet exchanges, we are looking for good governance and stability. We are looking to have, that they have an important plan for growth and to be relevant in the market, to enable all the type of participants in the internet exchange. And also, of course, in exchanges, we compare with 10 gig, 100 gig. We support now 400 gig in every single metro in the US. And of course, no obligation to start a route server sessions, right? So what about the long tail? I took these stats from open sources, so you can, there is a source there, so you can validate. So in the US, there are 343 million people. Mostly is one of the markets that is more, connected. 35 networks connect 80% of the people, but like 4,000 networks connect that is 20%, right? So that's why it's important for us to keep connecting small networks. This is not working. Okay, and of course I included our neighbor, Canada. We also are responsible for Canada. The population is 42 million, very mature market, also 38 million people connected. Only 10 networks handle most of the 80% of the people online, but in Canada by itself we have 500 networks handling the rest. So in total, there are 50 million people behind smaller networks, and of course those 50 million people are extremely important for us, and that's how we connect. So what is about the long tail, right? We want to maximize the opportunity to peer. We want to empower all the thousands of networks, smaller networks that we want to connect to us. Of course, having a cost-effective scalability solution and connect, like in more places. Only in the US, we have close to 20 metros. We are still expanding to new sites to add scalability and reliability. So we are, expanding in many markets here. And of course, bilateral sessions, enable security, performance, and has reliability benefits. So what about, well, this is me, but it's basically about you guys. So what we are looking at maintain peering DB, that's very important. Before we ask for a peering DB only, but we want to maintain peering DB. And Patrick, my colleague, will talk a little bit more about that. You can visit our website, meta.com peering. You will review the policies. Everything is updated. We always update our links. Also, you can request all the bilats through PeeringDB, and of course, everything is automated, so you can have a seamless way to connect to us. And also, you will have some insights, through our network partner portal. So the way that we have done this is through automation, and Patrick will continue with this part.
Great. So, everybody, so that's the how, or I'm sorry, that's the why. Let's look into the how. Did I hit that right? There we go. Nope, that's forward, right?
I think it's the green one.
I've never used these before. I have no idea how things work.
Okay, there.
Which one?
Green one, yeah.
This one here.
Green.
Right, so sorry. So the peering requests go on through PeeringDB, obviously. We have to use an online form now. It used to be just by email. This is a lot more clean and considerate for everyone involved. You don't really have to talk to a person. It makes it very easy to set up bilateral requests. So when we get off the route servers or we're off the route servers and you want to peer with us, it makes it very simple. There we go. So we use PeeringDB OAuth, right? So this is something that we worked very hard to integrate into our systems. So because we require a PeeringDB account for everyone to peer with as a bilateral session or a PNI, and we like to have it updated, we require you to log into PeeringDB with your account that's associated with your ASN. It's very easy. I'm pretty sure most people are probably familiar with this. If not, please sign into PeeringDB, add your ASN, get involved. We like to authorize with Facebook peering, right? So this just indicates that, it's your user profile, your email address, and the list of networks and the permissions that you have for that. It doesn't pass anything off to us otherwise. That's just kind of what it looks like on our portal there. That's more of our portal stuff. So you can see that we have the locations of the peering that we're at, the name of the exchanges. You can see the BGP sessions that are established, which are not, or which are configured. So that's really fun. And essentially about how much traffic you use and what IP addresses that we're connected to. So the takeaways here, automation. Right? Most Q2X peering requests will be approved by automated workflows. That is true. We don't really have manual touches anymore, which is great. Obviously, if there is a problem, you can always reach out to us. We will take care of it. But generally, you don't need to anymore. It's all very, very simplified. It does rely on PeeringDB, like we said. That's simply because we have to verify who's out there. A lot of our stuff uses PeeringDB. A lot of other networks use PeeringDB. So if, again, not on it, please get on it. It's really great. We do not use Facebook to authenticate this stuff anymore. So you don't need a Facebook login. That was something that we heard a lot about. A lot of people didn't like that when we had it before, so we got rid of that. This is why we use the OAuth now, which is great. And that's really it. We covered peering updates to IXP policies, confirmed the importance, long-tail networks. We shared how to peer with Meta and IXP. We're around for the next hour. Otherwise, thanks for your time and enjoy the rest of the presentations.
Thank you.
And questions at the end, of course.
Mhm.
We have at least one. Chris, go ahead.
Hi, Chris Groneman. This is a question for the meta presenters. First of all, great job. I couldn't believe this was your first presentation in English. I think it was more articulate than most of the presentations I give in English.
Good job.
But I do have a question. When you say that you're moving to bilateral peering because of security, performance, and reliability benefits, I think that by definition, that means you're saying that route servers are not secure, performant, and reliable. And I'm wondering, if there's data that backs that up, or like, where did this decision come from? I mean, I get that that's the stated reason, but that stated reason, I'd love to hear the explanation of that, of where you're seeing those issues. It sounds like that would lead to this decision.
Yeah, definitely. Do you want to?
No, go for it.
Oh, okay.
All you.
Yeah, so basically most of the issues that we saw was mostly with the ingress of traffic. So we are most heavily outbound, egress. But then when we having all these route server sessions, there we were seeing some very high peaks of ingress, and that's something that we cannot control. So that was one of the main reasons that we started, seeing which other options we can have to have more secure and we'll be able to control the capacity. And that's why we decided that we have more, I don't know how much we can share from stats, but yeah, we can talk maybe after, and maybe I can share more.
So just to restate that to make sure I understood, so you're saying you were getting like basically unwanted inbound traffic.
It's the inbound for us, so basically it's the inbound, yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, if there is anything you could share, I'd love to follow up.
No, definitely. Thanks for the question.
Hi, I'm Fernando Frediani. To the Meta presenters, just wanted to say that I have a bit of concern this movement from big content providers from exiting the root servers. And I understand about like the concerns about the security, but just wanted to find out how much that was thought before taking the decision, like wouldn't be other alternatives like working with the rich set of communities that many IX providers, standardization of communities, this kind of thing, because we have root servers, which is a wonderful thing that was invented decades ago. And then with this movement, I feel that we are going back to 1990s to have to establish a session to every other big network. While we have the root servers, we have enough filters and communities that could maybe be a way that avoid having to establish this individual session. So I fear a bit that this movement may continue even to other cases that people might not have much justification to exit the root server. So just wanted to find out a bit more about the thoughts about this decision.
So you said the question was for Meta, but I think you meant it was for me, right?
It's route service.
Oh, route
service.
service.
Yeah, route service. He was doing for route service. But you can answer.
No, please.
So, no, definitely we explored, we did a lot of analysis, and that's why we made a decision. I think like maybe but it's good to have these questions. Maybe it will be good for us also to make like a follow-up presentation more about our logic and how we got into this decision. But yeah, we tried different other options, and this was the main.
Maybe having like a standard set of communities for many IX, like Euro IX standard or something like that, that could be a start for many networks to agree in something that could make it safer to keep using the root servers instead of taking this decision of exit then.
Yeah, we understand the routes. We used to participate in most of the route servers. Now we are encouraging bilateral. So at the end, the most important thing is that we keep, connecting through the IXs. So that hasn't changed at all. And of course, we can share more about our follow-up decision. But yeah, we tried different options, and this was the best, at least to keep all our connectivity secure in the IXs.
And
It's been fun, but this is a union town, and we don't want to pay overtime more than we have to, okay? Round of applause for our lightning talk.
Thank you.